Hi, Happy New Year! I hope everybody had a really lovely Christmas and New Year. We did, although we did suffer from a 24-hour power cut, but we got the power back just in time for Christmas, which I know a lot of people didn't. January so far has been a bit chaotic, as you may be able to tell. I've got a different background, the lighting is not very good. I left my tripod at my mother's house, so I've had to stack loads of books up and hoping that it's all going to stay in one place. And I wanted to do a video of my favourite things of 2013. Tried to narrow it down to things that I've either only become aware of in 2013 or started using, or things that are new in 2013. Bizarrely, most of the makeup is lipsticks, so I thought I'd start with those. My favourites of last year were, I loved the whole Retro MAC collection from MAC, but my absolute favourite is this, and that is All Fired Up 8-hour cream lip protector in Berry, which I've actually just bought for my mum because she loves mine so much she's been borrowing it. I've only had this a couple of months and that's all I've got left. That's really beautiful, great to have in your pocket or your handbag, and it's really sheer but just a beautiful red colour. So it's that top one. I also just started using the Earle lip sticks, and I have to say I find them really drying, so having this Elizabeth Arden to put over the top when you're feeling a bit dry is great, but you know, some lipsticks are drying. I've got sensitive skin, so quite often I do find a usual lipstick drying. One of the reasons loads of people don't like wearing lipsticks, but in particular I really love, this is Hibiscus, which I will put there. So you can see I've gone for real pinky reds this last year. And Damask Rose, which is at the top there. And finally, Hourglass Opaque Rouge liquid lipstick, which is kind of hard to say. And this is in Rose. I love ballet as well. And this lipstick does not go anywhere. That one. They are just amazing because they just last and last and last. There wasn't very much this year that really blew me away. I just started using this Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation SPF, and my colour is Warm Beige 3.5, and I really like it. It's just easier to apply, good coverage, looks really nice on. This is the only Charlotte Tilbury product that's really blown me away, I have to say, out of the ones I've tried. I will review them all, but I really want to try them out for a good long time before I say anything, because they're just not blowing me away at the moment. But this I love. It's just really pretty colours, really fun to use. Lovely, lovely. So love that, and love the packaging. I mention it all the time, but I still love it. Is the Inglot Gel Liner, because it's matte, it's easy to use, it's fantastic. If you only get one gel liner, this would be my one of choice. Skincare, of course, I mean, I've mentioned it a billion trillion times, but the Emma Hardie Amazing Face cleansing balm would probably be my Desert Island Luxury on Desert Island discs. It just fixes everything, makes your skin feel amazing. I've just had a few bouts of dry skin and burnt reactions to stuff, and this has always just sorted everything out, calmed everything down, and sort of given me a clean slate to start from. This has been my favourite moisturiser this year, which is the Nuxe Creme Fraiche, which you can now get in Base NK, I think, and Marks and Spencer's. And I think they've now got an online UK website if you are in the UK. They are a French company. Just soothing, cooling, hydrating, and it's my go-to moisturiser for when I've had a bad skin day or dry skin because it's been so cold. And lastly is the Fa Intral toner, which again, soothing, sort of almost exfoliating in that it just sluices off any sort of little dry skin bumps. I do really love this Scent Grape Aqua Bliss body scrub, just because it's so fine and just leaves your skin feeling really smooth. This is just smooth and soft and really does the job, so I love that. The other thing I don't have with me, and that's the Nip and Fab Tummy Fix, which does the job. It's really amazing. So if you want something that's it's not gonna give you a six-pack, but it's gonna really help tone your tummy and your muffin top area, I really recommend the Nip and Fab. That was definitely a product from 2013 that I really noticed a difference. There's a couple of other things that I just wanted to mention. One of them being, I'm not a big herbal tea fan at all, but I really am obsessed with this Pucker Tea Love Tea, which is, it sounds really dodgy, doesn't it? But it's not. It's organic rose, chamomile and lavender flower. And I think it's got elderflower in it as well, which is what originally drew me to it. It's just really nice and sort of non-herbal tea. If you're not into herbal tea, but you want something that's like non-caffeine-y that you can drink that's warm, I'd really recommend giving this a go. Because another thing I wanted to mention is Give Her Makeup. If you haven't heard about it and you haven't read about it on my blog, it's a charity for women who are in refuges who have had to leave everything behind. They've left their partners or an abusive situation, they've gone to the refuge and they've left everything behind. And for some of you may think it's a really vain thing to think about, but they've had to leave all their makeup products behind. So I try to, as often as possible, have a box on the go, and when I go through my makeup, and I get sent a lot of stuff, so I try to put everything I know I'm not going to use or I'm not going to want, or stuff that I've tried that I don't like that's still in good condition, put it in a box and I post it off as soon as it gets full, and I will put a link in the description box. I really think if you're looking for something good to do in 2014 and you can't necessarily afford to give regularly to a charity, or there's not a charity you feel that you want to give to, then get an old shoebox, or if you get a glossy box. I use the old glossy boxes. I don't get glossy box anymore. I think they say if it's good enough for you to give it to a friend, then it can go in the box. As you can tell from my massive ramble, I really love this charity. I really need 5 different types of heat defense spray. It sounds silly, but I don't need it. Am I going to throw it away? Is it going to be any use to me? Might as well give it to someone who needs it. Also, I wanted to just mention this, speaking of going into 2014, I don't know if any of you follow me on Twitter or follow Modern Mummy UK, who's this amazing mummy blogger, and she and another mummy blogger have put together the New Year, New You style project. The New Year, New You style project is a daily prompt from these guys who just feel like at times it's easy to not bother to make yourself up, not bother to put on nice clothes, and you need a bit of an incentive. And so every day for each month there is 1 or 2 words to prompt you to make a bit more effort. And today the word was bright, so I'm wearing Impassioned by MAC because I'd already got dressed when I realised I've got to look at today's prompt. What can I put on that's bright? And I've put on a bright lippy, and I have to say it's kind of cheered me up. My husband said I looked pretty, my neighbour wanted to know what my makeup was. I'd love to hear what your favourite things of 2013 were. I really struggled. I thought I was going to have too big a list, but actually of things that really, I guess things that if there was a fire in my house from stuff that I tried last year that I would save, I actually didn't have that big a list. So maybe there's something I've missed. I'd also like to say thank you to everyone who joined my giveaway. I was blown away by the response, and I'll hopefully do one again soon. Maybe an Easter one? Anyway, thanks for watching.